Now, these awards that we are presenting this afternoon recognize the highest caliber of leadership, dedication, and love of country. They recognize the desire for a strong national defense, and most importantly, steadfast support for the uniformed men and women who make that strong defense a reality. Our final award this evening is the Colonel Paul W. Acarie Meritorious Service Award for Congressional Staff Members. It's named in honor of Colonel Paul Acarie, U.S. Air Force retired, who retired from MOAA in 2001 after 16 extraordinary successful years leading MOAA's Government Relations Department. Our Acarie Award recipient this year is Miss Jeanette James. Miss James, would you step forward, please? Jeanette is a professional staff member of the House Armed Services Committee. If she looks familiar to you, it's because this is her second Acarie Award. She was previously an Acarie Award recipient in 2009. We normally don't give oak leaf clusters on our leadership awards. So when we do, you know the person has done something extraordinary. Her responsibilities run the gamut of defense issues, but personnel, compensation, and healthcare programs are particularly near and dear to Jeanette's heart. Her leadership in taking on tough issues and negotiating positive outcomes has been instrumental in fending off many of the most dangerous cuts to military pay and benefits. Her work has been particularly crucial to avoiding dramatically higher TRICARE fees, resisting the proposed large BAH cuts and pay raise cuts, and preventing the SSIA from expiring for SBP DIC survivors. She remains a long-time, trusted, informed, and a very supportive voice on the Hill. Jeanette, I can't thank you enough for this. Many of you in this room may not realize, but I think within 2 weeks, Jeanette will retire. 3 days, okay? See, that's the third update I've got right now here. But Jeanette, you mean so much to us, both professionally and personally. Thank you so much.
Thank you so very much. Thank you to MOAA. I am so honored by this award, particularly the second award. And I am honored by all of your presence here tonight. There's a lot of folks out there that I know, a lot of friends that I've known for a long time. Voice is a little shaky, so I'm going to get through this. But the one thing that I'd like to say, and that is for everyone that works on the Hill, you know this. I'm accepting this award, but this award is really for the work that an incredible team of people do. You heard of all of the accomplishments that were attributed to me, and that's actually attributed to my colleagues that I work with on the Armed Services Committee, on the Military Personnel Subcommittee, and also my colleagues on the Senate Armed Services Committee. But none of this would be possible if it weren't for the incredible leadership that we have. Folks like Chairman Thornberry and Chairman Kaufman, and the chairmen that have been chairman of the committee and the subcommittee before that. Secretary McHugh, you're here tonight. He was the first chairman of the Military Personnel Subcommittee when I joined. And also folks like Bob Simmons and Janess Simler, our staff director and deputy staff director. We would absolutely not be able to do what we do, and sometimes it's tough and sometimes it's grinding, but they give us the support, they hold us up, they let us do what we need to do to support the men and women of the armed forces, the same people that MOAA and their coalition partners support every day. And so I accept this award on behalf of all of the folks with the Armed Services Committee. So for the Military Personnel Subcommittee, it's Tom Hawley and Dave Giacchetti and Dan Sennett. I know you're probably out there somewhere. Craig Green, Danielle Stites, and also my Senate colleagues that we work with, Al Edwards and Samantha Clark and John Clark, and I think Steve Barney, who is recently retired, and all of my colleagues that I work with on a daily basis. I am retiring, so I am going to find a very prominent place in my house on my farm in New York, because that's where I'm going. My next adventure is I am going to grow grapes. So think of me when you're drinking that glass of wine. I will be a supplier, and I will help you all celebrate in the future. So thank you very, very much for this award, and thank you to MOAA, and congratulations to all of my fellow recipients. Thank you.
It's just another example of never stop serving, because that's what we do every day, and that's what makes MOAA so important.